afternoon, everybody. My name's Chris Traina. I'm a supervising bridge engineer with, hold on a second, everybody. We'll do a restart here real quick when everybody's seated. Good. All right. Take two, right, Amina? All right, we're ready to go. Okay. Good morning, everybody. My name's Chris Traina, and I'm a supervising bridge engineer with CalTrans. I'm in the Division of Engineering Services, and I'm in the Office of Earthquake Engineering Analysis and Research. I've been the office chief there since February, and prior to that, about a year and a half, I was in an acting position. Prior to that, I've spent most of my time in the CalTrans toll bridge program, building many of the seismic retrofits and the new Bay Bridge, and also taking care of the demolition of the old Bay Bridge structures. So I'm happy to be here. It's really nice to be. This is my first peer researchers workshop that I've been to. We've got a really robust program at CalTrans, and that's kind of what I want to focus on with my presentation, is kind of show you a little bit of what we've got going on. There's been some changes, and there's going to be future changes, especially with funding, and there's a lot of people competing for our dollars across the road. You'll see a few slides in here. So what I'm going to try and do is, I think what I'm going to do here is I'll get through half of this presentation, and then Sharon Yen isn't going to be able to be here for the afternoon session. So I'm going to go ahead and moderate for her. And so I'll give you half the slides now, half the slides there, and then hopefully that'll get us caught back up and we can get to lunch on time. All right. So see, never fails. And we're now, let's see if we can get this. Oh, there we go. All right, got it. All right. So I just want to first show you, this is kind of in our research proposal flow chart when research comes into us. Proposals come into the Office of Earthquake Engineering. In my office, they get reviewed and edited by our staff. And then they also go to our technical steering committee for a review, and it's important to kind of know what this proposal is. After they get reviewed in-house, we rank them, we forward those proposals to our Division of Research, Innovation and Systems Information. The program steering committees there's a bunch of different program steering committees. So Division of Engineering Services, there's like environmental design, pavement, lots of different functional areas that compete for research dollars. So counterparts like me at the office chief level, supervising bridge engineer level, we get together and we review and rank them before they go to the CalTrans Research and Deployment Advisory Committee. And that's where everything gets approved for that fiscal year to move forward. Okay. Oops, other way. All right. So one of the things I've been struggling with is get enough staff to take on projects and do projects. So I've tried to do a really big recruiting effort and get more folks assigned as contract managers. So I just want to let some of you know some of the folks you might be working with from engineering services in my office, our Office of Earthquake Engineering. Issam Nuruddin is he's kind of been our research program manager for the past 3 years, but he's going to be retiring in January. So I've asked a few other folks. Fouad Zayedi is our new seismic response modification device specialist since Don Lee left. And he's going to be one of the key players here now. Issam's replacement will be a contract manager as well and be a key player. And then some of you probably know Alawa Khartoum. He's been around. He's been one of our contract managers forever, done a lot with seismic isolation testing. That's going to be one of our key focus areas. So he'll be helping us out with that. And then Christian Unanwa is one of our younger engineers who's works in our seismic design criteria branch. And Christian's been really a part of our grade 80 rebar implementation team. So we have a lot of research, including 3 contracts that got funded this year that he's going to be helping out with. Manoj Katsutni from Bridge Design, and he runs most of our accelerated bridge construction research projects. So if you ever do accelerated bridge construction, you'll probably work with him. And then over from the geotechnical sides, my counterpart over there, I forgot to put him up top there with me because he's another key office chief, Hector Valencia with Geotechnical Services. So Hector, if you're watching, I apologize. But anyways, he has some people working with him, David Zhang, and David Lau, and they mainly focus on the geotechnical projects. Thomas Whitman is managing a rockfall, a pooled fund study rockfall model. So then our friends and fellow helpers from the Division of Research, Innovation and Systems Information, we kind of had a few folks split over there when Cliff Robley and Tom Shantz went over there. You all may well know that. So Andan Lee and Sharon Yen, and Sharon Yen is primarily our peer bridge program counterpart. She runs all of those contracts. So I work closely with her. Oops, I gotta go right here. So just a real quick, some of the reviews, if proposals are submitted to us, and this is kind of show the level of review everything goes to. Like I said, it goes to a technical steering committee, and what they try to do is implement the vision of our structures policy board, which is all of our deputies. So the folks that run bridge design, my boss, Ruth Fernandez, who runs structures and engineering services, structures construction, our materials testing services, and then also geotechnical services and program and project management. And so we all get together, it's folks at my level, we rank all the projects that come in according to, do they meet different focus areas, and then we'll send them on over, like I said, to the program steering committee. So down at the bottom there, the following phases, this is mainly what the program steering committee does. They make sure that the projects that are coming in are going to be able to meet those 4 goals down at and be able to get into the 4 phases. And we do a pretty thorough review looking at the scope. Like I said, a lot of that is done, I feel, with our technical steering committee. But there's a lot of things that happen here. These are office chiefs that are from different divisions like design, pavement. So they've got a lot of different experience with research and also with CalTrans. Everything has to follow our strategic plan, our strategic goals. So that's the other thing that this thing is trying to make sure the research that's going to go to the Research Deployment Advisory Committee meets all those areas. So then it goes to the advisory committee, which is our deputy district director level, our division chiefs and staff from DREZ. They advise the executive board on all of our research objectives, our research priorities, and then the funding allocations. They review all the proposals, and that's how we get everything approved. One other important thing for our research is we do have the seismic advisory board to help guide us. We have several members here. We have a lot of research that we do, that's one of their charter, one of the things that their roles is to review our seismic research and priorities. So we're always taking our program before them, showing them what our strategic initiative is. And one of the things we need to do, like I said, that's coming up in the future, is making sure that we have a strategic research program that's focusing everything and guiding it into the areas we needed to go to. So they play an important role, and I'm really looking forward to working with them as we shape our research program of the future. So let's see what I have here. So real quick, I'll do this slide because it kind of shows you what we have. Here's the different areas and the different competition for dollars this year. So you can see we're competing with pavement, geotechnical structures, and I apologize for those in the room, our little things up there, maintenance, environmental, safety, executive, traffic operations. So you can see the amount of research, and this is the approved research for this year, the projects that went through. So I think I'm going to stop here. One thing I just do want to say before I move forward, though, is the competition for the dollars is getting really, really tight now. There's about $5 million available every year. And before, you have to remember, over the past 30 years or so, we've put over $14 billion into seismic retrofit, and we put a lot of money into research. And so now, there were a lot of things that happened in 2019. Everybody's dealing with equity situations, things like that. There's a lot of research going that way. We have a lot of research. You can see how much environmental is getting now, and we have more robust safety programs. That's one of our one of the secretary, our past director Omashakin, he's now the Secretary of Transportation. And if you've ever seen why we invest so much more in safety now, and he's really trying to get it down to 0 accidents. He has personal experience with that. So that's always going to be things are shifting. And so anyways, I think I'll stop that there, and let's get on to the presentations.